20, 2015. From San Fernando, La Union, we traveled 4 hours to reach the province of Abra to discover the story of the black sand. Black sand mining or magnetite mining is the process of getting magnetite from area having rich deposits, such as shores. Magnetite is considered as a raw material in making iron. Excessive mining of black sand could lead to disequilibrium of lands that causes erosion. When we reached there, we talked to Ma'am Fe Batoon, the principal of Our Lady of Fatima School. She told us about the public forum held at Bukay Gymnasium wherein she represented the Parish Pastoral Council. Curious, she asked about what the mining company will do to the black sand being mined. They responded, for experimentation purposes only. Shocked, she asked why do they need tons of black sand for experimentation. The mining company did not respond. Here is our conversation.
That is for experiment. Yay, nagana. Testing. Diya ka muna di Amsterdam. Wala man to this too much because one load. How many tons is one load? Kuna manan. Pinigyan dakton nga pada ka di ka mga mo mga tons diya. Do you need so many tons of black sand to do your experiment? In class, when we have our experiment, we only have milligrams or even grams. Okay, chemical, kung nakikita ka, did not answer me.
Ay, walang answer, ma'am. Amik, di na pwede mong amik.
She also expressed the uselessness of the public forum since the final bidding had been made and tons of black sand have already been mined. To watch the full interview with Ma'am Fe, please click on the link below. In order to dig deeper in knowing this story, she referred to as Mr. Jonathan Peña, a former volunteer in checking the mining area. But before we went to see Mr. Peña, we visited the area where they used to mine black sand. Then we went to see Mr. Peña, the man who enlightened us about the whole story. A former student leader in the University of the Cordilleras, he told us that in the year 2004, Jabel Mining Corporation and Abra Mining Corporation thought of starting a cement factory, but the people did not permit. They returned and introduced black sand mining.
Basis ng kwan. Kaya bumalik sila na inintroduce nila yung sa usapin ng laksan. Yan kasi yung first class na ginagamit o ginagawa ng Taiwan. China,
Oo.
yung solid steel yan. Steel. The best yan eh.
Jabel and Amic got a permit from Mining and Geosciences Bureau, an agency under the DENR. But the permit given was to test the area only. But the problem was, they became fully operational.
Kuya.
Is to, ano to, i-test lang.
Oo.
Yeah. Kung ilan yung nakukuha. Naku, may masasabi na naman po yun. Tapos, ang nangyari, naging full operation na sila. Hindi alam ng, binigyan sila ng MGB, ng Mining and Geosciences Bureau, ng DNR, may natutubahan yung ganun na application. Pero ang nangyari, di syempre, nakita natin na full operation na pala sila. Tonelada na yung ban nila. Tapos nakakuha sila ng buyer nila from India. Nag-invest ang India ng $3 million para dito sa operation.
He also told us the lack of benefits given to the workers and that the Pagala Island did not receive any financial assistance.
Problema sa mga tao na hindi na sila sumasahod, nagtatrabaho sila na walang sahod, tapos walang overtime, mga ganyan. Hanggang sa
According to him, they did not mine black sand only, but also gold. There were also rumors on why they were given permit, under the table negotiations, money, and the like. But the permit given was to test the area only, but they became fully operational. The main point on the destruction of Abra River, according to him, was the waste coming from Lepanto. But that's another story. To watch the full interview of Mr. Jonathan Peña, please click on the link below. He also expressed his disappointments to the government, saying,
naman natin na ang gobyerno natin hindi pro-environment. Pro-income yan, na ganyan. Sa negosyo yan, alam nyo yan. Ginagamit nila ang law, batas, sa mga ganyan. Hindi nila tinitingnan kung ano ang nakakasira sa yun. Wala tayong ngipin eh. Walang ngipin ang batas dito. Kasi sa
he also expressed his anger to the multinational companies who come here in the Philippines, gain lots of profit, and leaving destructions to affected areas. Now, with Lepanto still operational, Abra River is still in peril. The only solution we thought is people's empowerment. Finally, in order to know the real damage caused by black sand mining to the barangay of Pagala, Bukay, Abra, we talked to the Pagala's barangay captain, Honorable Alex Tadio. Mr. Tadio, whose house was among the many houses that collapsed due to erosion, told us the negative effects that was experienced by the said barangay since the mining began. Of course, flooding and erosion. Pagala is often called as Pagala Island. It is because Pagala is now surrounded by rivers. River control and river channeling projects are being made, but there is no assurance if it would help or not. He also told us of his hesitation of building a daycare center and a barangay hall in the central sitio of the barangay, since he is unsure if it will last or not. A relocation site is being made in Barangay Siblong. The mountain is still being flattened and the construction will begin in September. Mr. Tadio also told us that Pagala, with a population of estimated 12,000 people, with 263 total households, only 60 households will be relocated. DSWD will pick the households to be relocated, especially those who are in most need of relocation. He also told us that he is the only barangay captain to be able to use calamity fund to help his constituents, and how he and other barangay officials distribute foods before a typhoon, since it is impossible for help to reach every home when there is already flood. Captain Alex Taggio, who is residing in a different barangay in his wife's house, was kind enough to get his car and drove us to Pagala. Along the way, he showed us the areas where there used to be fields where people used to plant their crops, areas where houses used to stand. He also showed us their house that have collapsed. He looked sad, telling us his story and expressing his feeling of losing a house. The damage has been done, and the only solution we thought to help Pagala is for Pagala to have its own emergency equipment, just like rubber boats, life jackets, life preservers, and more medicines. Just Mr. Alex Taggio was so happy for the interview, hoping that many would help his beloved barangay. Pagala's fate is unknown. Will the now Pagala Island survive this ever-changing world, or will it be erased due to the greediness of some people? This must be a lesson to all of us to stand up and fight against abusive mining. Wake up and stop the greed.